Hi everyone, this is Neil Toff from Callzilla checking in on this week's ICMI Chat. That's hashtag ICMI Chat. The topic of this week was going remote in the call center. I thought it was a great topic. Those of us that participate in this chat, I'm sure at one point or another have thought about this topic, if not already having implemented a solution. It's a topic that you can't help to think about in our industry as a way to either drop costs, hire more efficiently, lots of different approaches as to the why companies do it. In my particular case, I can confess personally, I'm not a huge fan of the remote model. I've never actually tried it, so maybe it's not fair to me to have that position, but what really worries me is training and supervision. I think that our job as call center operators, managers, consultants, etc., it's so difficult as it is to do well, to produce results, to be profitable, and to operate in our contact center environment, but then to add an additional layer of complexity, which is the remote agent, having workforce physically not on your site where you can't see it. I think it adds a very much a level of difficulty. Again, I'm not a great fan of it, but I'd love to hear from people that actually are doing it or have tried it at one point and would love to hear the feedback. There are, of course, companies in the marketplace that do it. LiveOps is one of them. Arise Virtual Solutions is another. I think those are two companies that in an outsourced model do virtual agents exclusively, and then of course there's others that have hybrid models. In my particular case, in the case of Callzilla, my company, we operate offshore. I've heard of companies that are interested in doing offshoring virtual or remote agents. I've never heard it being successful. I'm wondering if anyone knows of that model. I'm particularly interested in that. I can share that in our case, when you're talking about offshore or nearshore, things like IT and bandwidth and computer possession and technology scare me to death. Another reason in my particular case why I don't utilize a virtual model. I would love to hear people's feedback on it. What also worries me is I had mentioned the word perceived. It's a perceived way to drop costs. I'm not so sure. I think the potential to increase costs, the risk of at-home agents and virtual agents is extremely large. I think at-home agents, just like things like gamification, they are tremendous tools or approaches, but if you don't allocate the budget and have a team behind your organization to actually supervise it and implement it, just like outsourcing, it will go nowhere. I've seen that companies, of course, have moved to an outsourcing model, but the situations where we are most effective is where somebody at our client's site actually is involved and manages and supervises and participates in the successful implementation of the outsourcing model. You can't just outsource and disappear. You can't just go remote or virtual and disappear. You have to have somebody who is highly trained and experienced in that field to manage it. And again, in our case, the most successful programs that we have as an outsource center are those in which someone on the client side is at a daily level highly involved. The participants in this week's chat were host TCN Inc. I thought they did a great job. Hats off to a great hosting opportunity that they took care of. Kevin Hagebarth, Justin Robbins, and Erica Strother, of course, both from the ICMI. Sean Hawkins, it was great to see you back again. Nate Brown, Teresa Allen, Pamela LaJoya, hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, and then marketing support made a cameo towards the end, and of course myself. Just a quick housekeeping note, there is no ICMI Chat next week. However, I will be the host of the subsequent chat, which is Tuesday, November 11th. The topic is on data, acquiring the right data. The least sexy topic you could possibly find. We're going to try to way to make it a little bit sexy, hopefully interesting and entertaining. It is a really critical, important topic in our industry, so I really want to do a good job with that. I look forward to your participation. That's Tuesday, November 11th, hashtag ICMI Chat. For those of you that are attending the ICMI event next week in Chicago, have a great trip, great show. I'm sure the ICMI team has an incredible event planned for everybody. I personally won't be there, unfortunately, for this one, but I'll definitely be at the next one. Thank you guys for your listening in, for your participation. Look forward to seeing everyone next week. Have a great week, everyone. Bye-bye.